Alright, guys, welcome, one and all. Welcome to the very highly anticipated game between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. Let's see if Red Sox Nation decides to show up today. We do have Al, Red Sox fan, Dave S., Max Cornelius, all of them in the chat, just waiting to see what happens here. Game number 16. Kansas City Royals versus Boston Red Sox. They just met last week in a 3-game series, so not very long time in between series here. But we have this series in Fenway Park, so we haven't got a chance to see Fenway Park. Nothing on strikeouts, +3 on walks, and nothing on home runs. We shall see what happens here. And as always, whenever you're playing against the Boston Red Sox, be prepared for lots of shenanigans, as all kinds of mischief happens when they are on the field. That is for sure. All right, guys, let's get things rolling here. Kansas City is 8-7. We got a 3-game series up against Boston. We think we're going to do one every night, just to give you guys kind of a heads up. So we'll run one tonight, one tomorrow, one on Wednesday. That way, if you guys can't make it on certain days, you can check them out later on the YouTube channel. So let's play ball, as Al Red Sox fan says. Shenanigans aside, should be a really good series. Anyways, Kansas City's lineup: Willie Wilson, center field; Kurt Stillwell, shortstop; George Brett, the DH; Janny Tartanbull, the right fielder; Bill Buckner, the first baseman; Bo Jackson, left field; Bob Boone, the catcher; Frank White, second baseman; Bill Picotta at third base. Pitching today, the left-hander Floyd Bannister. For your Boston Red Sox, Wade Boggs at third, Marty Barrett at second, Ellis Burks in center field, Mike Greenwell in left field, Jim Rice is the DH, Dwight Evans is the right fielder, Nick Asaski, first baseman, Rich Gedman, the catcher, and Jody Reed, the shortstop. Pitching today for Boston, John Dobson. Let's see. I think we already faced Dobson once in the 3-game series earlier. It was a no decision. You can see his stats there. He went 5 2/3, gave up 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks, a 3.16 ERA. Actual lineup was pretty decent, 12-8, 3.99 ERA. So there you go. Quentin Parks is in the house now. So it looks like Red Sox Nation has decided to come out and support their shenanigan team. Their team. So here we go. Top of the first. John Dobson, Willie Wilson, the setup, the windup, and the pitch. And here we go. 2-6. That's going to be a possible strikeout. And right off the bat, the shenanigans start as a ball in the dirt is called a strike by the home plate umpire. And Willie Wilson argues the call to no avail. He's out. One away. Kurt Stillwell. 241 average. 4-1. Hit by pitch. Nope. 21. That's going to be a single in the center field. And we got our first base hit of the season here. And they want to put on the steal. So they're going to put on the steal. And going to second on the steal, Kurt Stillwell catching Boston by surprise there. It was a strike, says Al Red Sox fan. I don't know. It was a little outside and in the dirt. I don't know how that's a strike, but you know how they are. George Brett, runner at second. Let's see if Kansas City can get off to a good start. Usually if they score a couple runs in the first inning, they end up doing pretty good. The record is pretty good. I don't know if that stat is kept in inside pitch, but I'd have to go back and watch the replay. But Kansas City got on the board yesterday with 5 runs in the first inning and cruised through that game. with a big 3-run home run by Bo Jackson. So let's see if we can duplicate that feat this time. Clinton Park says he's here usually because when I show up, the Sox win, and Jester calls me all kinds of vile names. I don't call you any vile names now. I might call you things, but not vile. And John Dobson versus George Brett, the left-hander, 2-6. And this time the umpire got a call right there. That ball was in the dirt. They called that a foul ball. And 3-1. That's going to be into center field. And advancing on the play deep enough for Kurt Stillwell. Gets that runner over to third, Danny Tartenbull. Danny Tartenbull has been a beast for us. 14 games, 52 at-bats, 4 runs, 8 RBIs, no home runs, 1 stolen base, 308. So let's hope he can continue his hot hitting streak here. And away we go here. 1-1 error possibility on a throw. 6-5. No throw needed as that one's headed to Burks in center field. Up at the warning track and makes the play in. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors to go into the bottom of the first inning. Floyd Bannister steps in. He's 1-1 in the season. 4.85 ERA. 16 2/3 innings pitched. 19 hits. Struck out 6, walked 4. So he's been a little shaky here early in the season. He'll be facing off against Wade Boggs, Marty Barrett, and Ellis Burks. So far, Wade Boggs is batting 188 against Kansas City this season. The lefty versus lefty matchup. Here we go. Bottom of first. 2-3, and called third strike. No 8. Nope. The umpire decides to change his mind. That was a ball, he says. So repitch. 6-6. That's a ground ball hit to White. White scoops it up, throws it to Buckner. 1 away. Marty Barrett batting 188 against Kansas City. He's the second baseman. 6-1. We got a stadium check here. Fenway Park. This is our first look at Fenway Park card, so enjoy it for all its awesomeness here. One thing I do have to give Boston credit for is Fenway Park. At least they got some really interesting a ballpark there. 6-5. That's going to be hit into right field. Tartenbull with no range, but it's hit right at him. Makes the catch. 2-away. Ellis Burks, 3-13 batting against Kansas City. Floyd Bannister, 2 up, 2 down. Let's see, can he get that all-important third out? And that's nope. It's going to be a single past White into right field. So 1 man aboard here for Mike Greenwell. Mike, I'm not happy with Mike. Mike has been pretty good against us, I have to say. He's got a home run. Yeah. He's got 4 RBIs. I think his home run was a three-run home run. So I'm not a big Mike Greenwell fan, actually. Not very happy with Mike. Batting 313 against us, too. 2-5. And again, should have been a play there, but didn't make it. That's a ground ball to White. This time he does make it. And we go into the second inning scoreless. As Clinton Park says, Fenway is one of the greatest cathedrals in baseball. The other is the friendly confines. Cookie cutter fans can stick it. That's Clinton Parks for you. In a nutshell. Mr. Baseball knowledge, he knows everything. I could probably say who pitched Game 1 of the 1971 World Series, and like in just a couple minutes, there'll be like posts in the comments section of the live stream telling me who pitched, what the runs were, all kinds of crazy stuff. How these guys know this stuff, I don't know. I can barely remember who's on my team. All right, top of the second, Billy Buckner, everybody's favorite Red Sox player. The windup in the pitch from Dobson, 3-1, and again, a bad call by the umpire. 3-3, and that's going to be ground ball hit to Boggs. Boggs backhands it, throws it to Sasaki, one away, and here he is, Mr. Bo Jackson. Let's see what he can do today. 3-4. Uh-oh. Oh, couldn't get the roll to get in there because he's got an automatic home run. He's got an automatic home run. All it has to do is be in the range. That is too bad. A lot of shenanigans going on here as that one falls off the wall, ricochets right off the monster to Greenwell. Greenwell picks it up, guns it to second, keeps Bo Jackson to a single. Could have been a home run. There it is. I knew it wouldn't take long for Clinton Parks. McNally versus Doc Ellis. Pittsburgh won 5-3. There you go. There's my man, Clinton Parks. And very knowledgeable. And he's also got a really good baseball YouTube channel going, so check him out. If you guys are not familiar with Clinton Parks, check out his channel. You can link to it through my channel, as I am a subscriber, as you should be yourself. Bo Jackson 1-for-1 on the day. Bob Boone, man, he's coming out of nowhere. Like, he was like, first 3 games he did like nothing, and ever since then he's just been killing it. Batting .400 on the season, 45 at bats. It's not like he's only had a couple of bats. He's still batting .400. So, come on, Bobby, let's do this now. 1-1 error possibility on a throw. 4-6, and that's not going to do it as the ball was hit to Reed, and Reed picks it up, bobbles it, and throws it off balance, and that's going to be a one-base error on Jody Reed, the shortstop. Runners advancing on the play. Runners at first and second, still only 1 out for Frank White. Frank White hasn't played much. Well, yes, he has. 14 games, okay. 222 average. All right, Frankie, let's show him how to do this now. 4-5, and we got as a Fenway Park check. Yeah, so here's the card. Whew. Couple doubles in there. Wow, that is some serious hitting. Wow, there's hardly any outs on here. Couple in the 6th column, but man, oh man. Whew. That's a good card for hits. 1-3. And, of course, I say that, and you get a ground ball. All right, so here's the choice. Will the defense take the auto out at third, or do they try for the ground ball double play? The ground ball double play, you're only got a 1 shot, so I think they'll take the out at third with the 9-hitter coming up. Yeah. Yeah, all that prelim out of third. All right, Al Red Sox fan says out of third. So will the defense try for the out? Yeah, they're going to take the out at third. Oh, I got it. You are forced out. You advance. There you go. There. All right. So that brings up Bill Pacoda. Oops, that's not what I meant to click on. Only 13 at bats. He's got no runs, no RBIs, no home runs, no stolen bases. He's got like 1 for 10 or 1 for 13. Not very good average. 1-4 and another ballpark check. Here we go. Come on, Billy. Come on, Billy. 1-5, and that's a double. That's into left field. Greenwell cannot get it. Bob Boone scores. Frank White to third and will stay at third as the ball bounces off of the green monster back to Greenwell once again, who gets it in quickly to hold that runner from going. But Kansas City takes a quick 1-0 lead. Willie Wilson due up. Runners at second and third on the double. 61, and no strikeout. Just barely. No strikeout. 53, and that's going to do it here as a ground ball hit to Reed. This time he doesn't bobble it, and nope, we don't need to make any adjustments. So going to the bottom of the second, Kansas City, unfortunately, only one run on 2 hits and the error. A couple more runs in would have been nice. Here brings up previous MVP Jim Rice, although I believe Clinton Parks, or maybe it was Al Red Sox fan, or probably both of them, had said that this was Jim Rice's last season, or last full season anyways. And he was not at his prime, obviously, but still a very, very good baseball player. 1-5. He's still batting .250. And this one, he's going to fly out to Tartanbull in right field. Clinton Park says, yeah, it's his worst season. So Dwight Evans batting .333, 3-3, and that's going to be a nothing. 4-6, that's a fly ball to Tartanbull. So Tartanbull's been busy. He has been busy this inning. 2 outs, 2 balls hit to him. 1-2. Nick Asaski batting .357. And a fly ball to center. So 3 fly ball outs there by Floyd Bannister. Gets him through 2. Still 1-0 Kansas City. Kurt Stillwell, 1-for-1. Don Dobson. 5-5, another blank. And a 26. It's a liner right at Barrett. He's going to make the play. George Brett started off hot in this series, season, and then it's kind of tailed off since then. He's had a couple good games, but not a lot. That's a ground ball hit to Barrett. Barrett's busy this inning. That brings up Danny Tartanbull with 2 outs and a 2-out walk. No strategy. Billy Buckner, 0-for-1. 1-4, and we got a. Now Buckner is familiar with the Green Monster. Let's see if he can do something good with it. That's a 44. That is going to be a single into left field. And once again, Greenwell gets a good carom off the Green Monster and holds the runners from advancing. But that brings up the man of the hour, Bo Jackson. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Bo 1-for-1 with a single. 32. Oh, we get to get on Bo Jackson's card. Here we go. 41, and that one's going deep, deep, and caught by the center fielder. Ellis Burks on the run, makes a good play. 1 hit, no runs, no errors going into the bottom of the third. Rich Gedman against Floyd Bannister. The lefty versus lefty matchup, 4-5. Fly ball to center. Willie Wilson with the catch. 1 away for Jody Reed. 3-5. Wild pitch, nobody on base. We can re-roll that. 6-5. That's a blank. And that's going to be a single into Jackson's territory, but he cannot make the play. Runner on for Wade Boggs. No strategy roll. Wade Boggs 0-for-1. 4-2. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shh. No home run check. Oh, he doesn't hit home runs versus lefties either. That's right. 2-5. That's going to be, instead of ground ball to short, Stillwell picks it up, bobbles it, cannot get him out at second, has to throw it to first. Sorry, had a cough there. All right, we do have a pickoff attempt here as Jody Reed gets to second on the fielder's choice. No pickoff. Brings up Marty Barrett. 31. Possible error on a throw. 3-4. That's no throw as Tartanbull is targeted again. But this time Tartanbull makes a good catch. 1 hit, no runs, no errors. We go to the top of the 4th inning. 1-0. Bob Boone 0 for 1. 32 and 24. It's a ground ball hit to Reed. Makes a good play there from his knees. Frank White 0 for 1. And that is going to be a line down the line to Asaski. Asaski takes it to the bag himself. 2-way for Bill Pacoda, the man of the hour right now. He was 1 for 1 with the double. 3-4 and uh-oh. Bill Pacoda gets a hold of one. This one's headed back, going, gone. The man of the hour, Bill Pacoda, doubles up the scoreboard. 2-0 Kansas City. And all John Dobson can do is shake his head on that one as that one flies way out of here. So that brings up Willie Wilson 0 for 2, 2 outs. And he's going to go down on strikes. But 1 run on 1 hit. Bill Pacoda hit the big one there. And 2-0 Kansas City going into the bottom of 4. Floyd Bannister, Ellis Burks, who's 1 for 1. And he hits one to Jackson. Jackson in left field makes the play. Mike Greenwell, 0 for 1 on the day. 6-4. And a 32. He's going to line that one. Tries to get it by White. White makes a good play. Snags that out of the air. Leaps high up. Just gets that one. And Jim Rice, 0 for 1. 1-2. 5-4. He's going to pop that up in foul territory. Pacoda out after it and makes it a catch in foul territory, almost falling into the stands. We're through 4 complete. 2-0 Kansas City. Kurt Stillwell, 1 for 2 on the day. John Dobson not having a bad day. He's only given up 2 runs on 5 hits. 5-4, and that's not the way he wanted to start this inning with the walk, though, especially against Kurt Stillwell. So Stillwell is going to steal attempt here, and in there safely. If error, record steal, and then check below. Runner safe, check catcher for error. 13. There is. It's only a 10. So it's not an error. So it's just a stolen base there. Almost clicked that. Normally they don't pop this up unless you click it. So I almost accidentally clicked that. But going to second is Kurt Stillwell. That brings up George Brett. Runner in second. Nobody out. And back-to-back walks. Okay, now things are getting tough here. We're in the top of the 5th. Do they pull Dobson or do they wait? Let's see. Danny Tartanbull 0 for 1 with the walk. I guess they'll leave him in. He's got 4 more batters, so, probably get through this inning. Not much farther, depending on how things go. 21. Let's see what happens. Danny Tartanbull. That's a 1-4. That's going to be ground ball hit to Sasaki. And 6 means the only play is at first. So runners are going to advance. And out at first is a Sasaki. Backhands that. Gets through his glove. Tracks it down into the grass. Tosses it over to Dobson covering first just in time. Runners advance on the play. Billy Buckner. 1 out here. Runners at second and third. Defense is going to play in. I should have done that. I'm going to change the roll. I guess I can't. All right. 5-5. Too late. I guess it's too late. Ground ball hit. He's going to try to score. He is a 5. He will try to score. The only way to get him out is a 6. Well, the defense tried for the auto out at first. Let's see, that'll make it 2-way. They got a chance at a ground ball double play. This is a tough decision because I don't want to try to. Well, the defense try for the auto. You get the auto out. You try for the play at home, then you don't get it. I'm going to say yes. It's a good thing I did that because the 6 would have meant he was safe anyways. And so he is going to score, advance, and out at first. So good thing I did that. Yeah, Clinton Park says to throw it to the plate, but it's a good thing I didn't because he wouldn't have got him out, and then you wouldn't have had anybody out. So, all right. Well, runner at third, 2-way now for Bo Jackson, 1 for 2 on the day. 65, and they try to intentionally walk him, but then they think better of it. 3-6, and that's going to be a ground ball right back to Dobson. And they're going to get out of it. That's not bad, actually. 1 run and no hits, 2 walks, though, killed them. But get out of there with just 1 run is not that bad, considering second and third, 1 out. Not bad. All right, Dwight Evans, Floyd Bannister. It's quite unusual. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning, and Bannister's got no walks and no strikeouts. It's all been defense behind him. Now watch, I say that, and he'll walk somebody. And just on cue, oh, nope, almost. That's going to be a ground ball. So another good defensive play there by White. Nick Isaski 0 for 1. And, oh, no walk there. Close. 65, that is going to be a fly ball to Jackson. 2-way for Rich Gedman. 2-5, and there we go. I knew we'd get it. I knew I was going to curse him. First walk of the game there. First walk of the game there. I remember Brett's sitting on a soft blow-up donut thing, and yes, I do think he did go on the DL. Let's go Red Sox, says Al, Red Sox fan. Well, you got a runner at first, and you do have Jody Reed up. Right-hander. 6-3. Uh-oh, these are always bad for us, these range plays. We have just terrible range. Ugh. And it's a ballpark one as well. So 2-5. And we got us a rare play. So let's see what happens. Pitcher develops possible blister on his hand. Check for injury to the pitcher. Floyd Bannister is injured and will miss 5 games. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And he was doing so well. Wow. That one little thing just changed the whole outcome of this game. Because now they're going to have to put in their reliever here. Who are they going to bring in? They're going to bring in Jeff Montgomery. He's going to come in as Bannister. Bannister develops a blister on his finger. And I'm assuming they just count that as like a ball and you redo it because there's like no other outcome, right? Huh. More shenanigans as the Kansas City Royals take the baseball to the umpire and show them that these baseballs are not regulation baseballs. More Boston shenanigans. 4-5, and Jeff Montgomery comes in and strikes out Jody Reed to end the inning. Going to the top of the sixth, Dobson continues. Let's see. I think they're going to pull Dobson and bring in Rob. Well, let's see. He is a lefty. Probably not the best time to bring in Murphy. Smithson is a righty. All right, they're going to bring in Mike Smithson. Mike Smithson. 3-0 in the top of the sixth inning. 41 and 21. That's going to be hit to right field. Evans makes the play. Frank White, 0 for 2 on the day. 36. And he's got himself a fly out to right field, two-way. Bill Pecota, MVP of the game so far, 2 for 2, a double, a home run. If he could get a triple and a single, he could hit for the cycle. Wouldn't that be exciting? I'm sure all my Red Sox fans are hoping that happens. This time, nope. Liner, rated Burks, 1-2-3 inning. Jeff Montgomery comes in, bottom of sixth inning. Wade Boggs, 0 for 2, 3-5, and no hit by pitch, although he's got a 7 there. Let's see. The hit by pitch, each pitcher has a, maybe that's a -2. Is that what that is? I know the pitchers have a rating for hit by pitch as well. 5-1, that's going to be a little dribbler back to Montgomery, picks it up, throws it to Buckner, 1 out. Marty Barrett, 0 for 2. And that is going to be a called third strike. Had to be right down the middle and swing and a miss by Barrett. Two-way for Ellis Burks, 1 for 2 on the day. And he's going to walk. So runner on with two-way here for Mike Greenwell, the dangerous Mike Greenwell, the lefty. 2-2, and the lefty's going to swing and a miss. And they're through 6 here at Fenway Park. 3-0 Kansas City. 3-0. Willie Wilson, 0 for 3, having a bad day. 2 strikeouts as well. He gets to face off against Mike Smithson. Let's take a look at Smithson. He was 7-14, 2 saves, 4.95 ERA, pitched 143 innings, gave up 170 hits, 61 strikeouts, 30 walks. This is his first appearance against Kansas City this season. Willie Wilson, and Willie Wilson gets a hold of one. Oh, fouls it off as it curves. Just foul. Oh, Willie. Next pitch, he lines it out to Greenwell in left field. Kurt Stillwell, 1 for 2 with a walk. 3-4. And a 24. And that's going to be a single. And Evans cannot track that one down. So 1 out single. George Brett very quiet on the day, 0 for 2 with the walk. 5-5 and 2 walks on the day as suddenly there is 2 men aboard. Hmm. 1 out. Probably face off against Tartan Bull, and then we'll bring the lefty in to face off against Buckner. I think if I was the Red Sox manager, I think that's how I would handle it. 31. Danny Tartan Bull 0 for 2, 2-2. That's ground ball hit to short. 3. So Stillwell advances. If the roll is greater than runner is forced out at second, fielder's choice. So runners at the corners for Bill Buckner, and we'll pull out Smithson, and we'll bring in Rob Murphy. Oh, he's even got a pitcher. Look at that, Rob Murphy. So he pitched earlier against us because he does have a save. Pitched 1 2/3 innings, gave up a hit, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. In real life, 5 7, 9 saves, 2.74 ERA, 105 innings pitched, 97 hits, 107 strikeouts, and only 33 walks. That's a pretty good strikeout to walk ratio, I would say. Rob Murphy facing off against Billy Buckner, the lefty versus lefty. 1-3 and no strikeout as the 20-sider fails. Ken Castro is in the house, my friend. Sorry I didn't see you pop in there, Ken. How are you tonight? Hope all is well. There you go. 5-3, and that's going to be a ground ball hit to Boggs, and they're going to get on the inning. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the old ball game here. Take me out to Fenway. Take me out where all the shenanigans happen. Jim Rice 0 for 2. Jeff Montgomery buckling things down here after a mysterious blister started on the starting pitcher. Some foreign substance on the baseball. We're not sure what had happened. Tartan Bull with the play, no error, makes a good diving stop out there. 1 away here for Dwight Evans, 0 for 2. 1-4 against the righties, a blank. And a 4-4 is going to be a ground ball hit to Bakota. Makes a good defensive play. Nick Asaski, 0 for 2. He is batting .313 against Kansas City. Wild, we can ignore that. 4-4. Uh-oh. Oh, no home run check. Oh, and look, he would have had it if it would have. Same thing as Bo Jackson. All he has to do is get the roll to fall in the range. Nick Asaski gets a hold of one, but it goes foul. 1-4. Oh, nope. That one's just going to be caught by the center fielder, Wilson. And it's another 1-2-3 inning going into the top of the 8th. The only foreign substance was slippery elm out of Bannister's mouth, says Clinton Parks. I don't know. There was some shenanigans going on there. How does a pitcher get that? I don't know. Crazy. Now he's got to miss 5 games, which means next time he's supposed to start, I'm going to have some rookie come in and. Bo Jackson 1 for 3 on the day. 6-4. Bo Jackson here at Fenway Park. He gets a Fenway Park roll. You can't ask for much more than that. Here it comes. Off the bat, 2-1. Single past Barrett. Bo Jackson goes 2 for 4 on the day. I would steal, but all right. Bob Boone 0 for 3. He's due for a good one. No. Oh, look at that. 3. Normally that's a strikeout, but Bob Boone, no strikeout this time. He says, I'll have none of that. Instead, I'll hit it to right field. 1 away. Frank White 0 for 3. Bo Jackson's still waiting at first. Error on a throw possibility, and that's going to be an 8. That is going to be a double for Frankie, who comes through. It goes between Burks and Evans, rolls all the way to the wall. No error on the play. Uh-oh. 6. And then another 6. That's usually bad things. So lead runner advances. Ball cut off. Trailing runner is caught on the rundown. So we're going to go to the rundown chart. But Bo Jackson scores all the way from first. On the throw home, it's cut off, thrown, and they've now got Frank White in a rundown between second and third base. Let's see what happens on the rundown chart. It's a 1. Runner out quickly, no other advances. Okay, well, it didn't matter. He is going to be forced out. So run down there as he got a little bit of greedy there, but does get the RBI. Gets Bo Jackson home all the way from first. And they take a 4-0 lead. Rob Murphy. Bill Pecota, 2 for 3 on the day. 1-6. And no walk. Let's see what Pecota can do. 3-5, and that's going to be a pop-up to Boggs in foul territory, making the play. Ends the inning. Go on the bottom of the 8th inning, 4-0. And Montgomery's day is done. They're going to be bringing in Steve Farr. Again, I like using players that actually played in the game. I'm not going to be like just randomly choosing players. I might not put them in the exact order. In fact, I didn't put them in the exact order. For Boston, they had Dobson, then they put in Murphy, then they put in Smithson. But it didn't make sense to put in Murphy, who was a left-hander, when there wasn't any left-handers coming up in the lineup. So I usually use the players that played in the game, pinch hitters and the pitchers, relief pitchers and such. Not necessarily in the order or the exact same time that they were brought in, but, try to keep it somewhat realistic. Ken Castro says he's in the middle of a payoff pitch game. It's 16 for the Cubs and 15 for the Pirates. Wow, that is a slugathon there. Wow. Huh. All right, we go in the bottom of the 4th inning. Steve Farr comes up. Rich Gedman's 0 for 1 with the walk. All right, we'll just let him go. Steve Farr comes in. No strikeout as the 20-sider has failed us. 3-3. That's going to be a single, though. Pass Buckner. Buckner through the legs. It rolls out into right field. He looks down at his glove like, where's the hole in my glove? And Jody Reed due up. It's 1 for 2 with the strikeout. I'm actually going to look at Jody Reed for a second because I want to look at Sam Horn. Okay. I'm not going to actually bring him in. All right, Jody Reed. It says a sacrifice, but it just doesn't make sense to give up an out for a run at this point. Do you guys agree with that? I'll give the chat a second to. I mean, it says a sack, but I mean, getting one run to second. Do you want to try to get one run for one out at this point in the game? Clinton Sparks says Al question mark, and then Al Red Sox fan says yes. Yes, what? Yes, you sack, or yes, you don't sack? Yes doesn't answer the question. Unless you're not talking to me, well, in that case, yes might answer your question. No sack, says Quentin Parks. Yeah, I don't think sacrificing at this point. Don't sack. Yeah, okay. All right. I didn't want to say you guys said I'm trying to cheat you. Jody Reed, Steve Farr, 5-3, and well, that's better than a sack as we have runners at first and second, no one out, and the Red Sox Nation is starting to come alive here with Wade Boggs stepping up to the plate. He's 0 for 3. Gedman at second, Reed at first, waits on the pitch. Steve Farr, they have a little meeting at the mound. What are they going to do? They have their defense set. Stillwell, Garden behind second, Pacoda, Buckner, Garden the lines. 2-6, oh no. And 16 is no wild pitch. So just a foul ball. That would have been huge, actually. So foul ball, 1-6 hit by pitch, no hit by pitch. Wade Boggs waits, and 32, fly ball into right field, no advancement by Gedman. So one away for Marty Barrett, second baseman, 0 for 3 in the day. The crowd's on their feet, cheering. Here comes the pitch. 3-5, and walks the bases loaded, tying run up at the plate. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, Ellis Burks, the man of the hour for Boston right now, down 4. Tying run comes to the plate. He has some power against right-handers, 14 versus righties. So if he can get a hold of one, it can go a long ways. Ellis Burks, Steve Farr, 4-1, no strikeout. As he fouls that pitch off, gets another one. Here it comes. It's a 4-4, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Tartanbull makes the catch, and Gedman with no base running skill at all, as he's going to hold on the play, and they do wish to take a chance. Well, Steve Farr is now officially tired, so that actually helps. Because now all these ones in parentheses, instead of a strikeout, it'll be a walk. But they're going to leave Farr in there to try and get through the bottom of the 8th inning. Mike Greenwell, oh boy, he hits home runs against righties too. I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking Steve Farr might be done here. They might be bringing in a lefty to face off against him. Yep, I think Jerry Gleaton's going to come in. The lefty is going to come in to face off against Mike Greenwell. This is a big spot of the game. Jerry Gleaton comes in to face off against Mike Greenwell. 0 for 3 with the strikeout. Tying run at the plate. He has power. 3-3, and missed the walk as the 20-sider failed him. Greenwell, at least he gets his card. There's his shot. Here's his shot at it. It's a 1-6. A little dribbler back to Gleaton. Gleaton picks it up, throws to first, out at first by a half a step, just in time, and they get out of the inning. Boston strands 3. No runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, no errors, and we go into the top of the 9th, 4-0 Kansas City. You got a switch hitter, and then a lefty coming up. Yeah, Murphy's not going to make it that far. We're going to have to pull Murphy. And I think we're going to bring in Bob Stanley, right-hander, to face off against the right switchies. At least the two switch hitters. Then we'll see after that. All right, so Willie Wilson, 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. Not a good day at the plate. I think he's got a little headache going on or something, but 4 straight pitches. He walks down to first. And that's not the man you want to have on first. Is Willie Wilson is Mr. Speedster. He's going to steal, and off he goes, and caught stealing again. Perfect opportunity, but Gedman guns it to Reed. Reed with the quick tag, and Willie Wilson, Mr. Speedster. Man. Willie Wilson, I think that's like the third time he's been caught stealing for us. In 1989, let's see what he actually had. I'm going to look at his actual. He had 24 stolen bases. He was caught 6 times. So far, I think in our replay, he's made like 2 stolen bases and caught 3 times. So I don't know. He's been very unlucky, but good for Boston. Bad for Kansas City. Kurt Stillwell. Nobody on, 1 away now. That is a big play because that could take the life out of Kansas City here. George Brett 0 for 2, 2 walks on the day. And, well, making that 3 walks for George Brett. Danny Tartanbull is 0 for 3 with a walk. Error ground ball possibility, and that is a ground ball to Stanley. Stanley, no error, picks it up, throws to Sosky. Going into the bottom of the 9th inning. Jerry Gleaton comes in and gets out of the inning, and now he gives way to Tom Gordon. The man, Tom Gordon. Bottom of the 9th, 4-3 Houston. It's a Clinton Parks special. Bases loaded and Bill Russell up at bat. Poor George can't use his pine tar. Clinton Parks once again. Added in the chat. Jim Rice, 0 for 3. Tom Gordon's got a pretty good thing going with us so far. 283 average. He's pitched 12 and 2/3 innings. Given up 15 hits. But 13 strikeouts, 9 walks, so he's been a little erratic. Let's see if he can settle down, get these last 3 outs. 4-0, Kansas City. Jim Rice. So the only pitching change, the only batting change Boston made in the game was they brought in Sam Horn to pinch hit. But Sam Horn here is only had 33 games. He only had 54 bats. He had 1 run, 4 RBIs, no home runs, no stolen bases, and batted 148. So I hate to bring him in for anyone that's actually started. So I guess we'll leave Rice in and see what he can do. And even though he's not having his best this season, let's see if he can change things here with the ground ball. And that's going to be a double. Well, that's a good way to start things off. Jim Rice, 1 for 4 with the double against Tom Gordon, shakes his head. Manager yells something out at him like, stop sucking. All right, Dwight Evans steps into the batter's box. Life for Boston, 0 for 3, Dwight Evans, 1-3. No strikeout. Dwight Evans, we get to roll on his card. 4-4. That is a ground ball hit to Pacoda. Rice stays where he's at. Runner out at first, or 1 away. Nick Gosowski, again, Mr. Power, so he could get 2 runs. All he has to do is just get the range. 61, and he also strikes out a lot. So Nick Gosowski, just like Bo Jackson, a lot of swing and misses, but if he does hit it, it goes a long way. And Rich Gedman, 2 outs. Bottom of 9, 4-0 Kansas City. Rich Gedman. Last stab here for Boston. 1 and 2 on the day with a walk. 4-4. We do have a Fenway chance. 61, and that's going to be a fly ball to Wilson in center field. And Kansas City comes into Boston and takes the first game of this 3-game series, 4-0. So Kansas City wins the opening game of the series. Let's check out those game stats for those of you keeping track at home. Kansas City with only 8 hits on the day. They had 2 doubles, one by Frank White, one by Bill Pecota, and 1 home run by Bill Pecota. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 1 caught stealing, which was obviously Willie Wilson. Boston only managed 4 hits, 1 by Burks, 1 by Jim Rice, 1 by Rich Gedman, and 1 by Jody Reed. 1 double by Jim Rice. They had 4 walks and 4 strikeouts and 1 error by Jody Reed. So the win goes to Jeff Montgomery, improves to 1-0. Floyd Bannister only faced 4 2/3 as he had some mysterious injury there. Gave up 2 hits, 1 walk. So the win goes to Jeff Montgomery. Come in and pitched 2 1/3 innings. Gave up a walk and 3 strikeouts. The loss goes to John Dobson. Did not have a horrible day. Didn't have an awesome day, but he didn't have a horrible day. He pitched 5 innings. Gave up 5 hits, 3 runs. Only 2 of them earned runs. 3 walks and 2 strikeouts, and obviously the 1 home run. 3.37 ERA. So that's pretty much that for the first game of the series. We have 2 more to go. Kansas City improves to 9-7 on the season. Boston drops to 1-3. Obviously, we don't play all the games for Boston, so we don't know what their real record would be. But against Kansas City, they're 1-3. We got 2 more against Boston, though, coming up. 1 tomorrow night and 1 on Wednesday night. Thanks, everyone, for stopping out tonight. I do appreciate you guys spending a little bit of time with me. Clinton Parks, of course. Thank you so much. Al, Red Sox fan. One of my all-time favorites. Check out his channel. Ken Castro, Mr. Baseball himself. Who else do we have in there? I'm trying to remember if I missed anybody. If I did miss your name, I apologize. Oh, yeah, Max Cornelius and Dave came out earlier. Not sure if they're still in the chat or not. But, guys, thank you all for spending some time with me. Appreciate it. Check out Clinton Parks. Check out Al Red Sox channel. You can link to them from my channel, or you can just do a search for them. They're great sports simmers, great guys all together, and they are baseball fanatics. So if you want to know anything, just leave a comment for them, and they'll be sure to get back with you. Anyways, Ken Castro, Clinton Parks, Al Red Sox fan, and all my friends out there, your final score from Fenway Park. Boston Red Sox fall to Kansas City 4-0. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Thanks for watching.